Hello, this is Needless Rage, and welcome to Revolution Idol, my absolute favorite make numbers go up game. Alright, we are starting from the very beginning. We have a tutorial here. Watch the circles fill and numbers go up. Each time when the circle fills, you get some score and a value to the multiplier of this color. Here you can buy buildings. They boost the speed of circles. Ascend is a prestige for the building. Building? What building? Okay, whatever. Revolution is your current tab. Here you can watch the circles fill and the numbers go up. Ascend, prestige, and promote. Okay, over here on the right. Help. More info about the game and features you can see. Time Flux. You game this when you are offline or when you watch a rewarded ad. You can speed up the game or make a time warp. This is going to be very important. Alright, so let's just go ahead and start off. We have a daily reward. Let's hit that. Alright, 15 Time Flux. Alright, so this game is going to work a little differently. This is a very slow game. Alright, so the point of this game is to upgrade each of these circles to move faster. Every time one of these revolutions finish, the number associated, the multiplier associated, gains 1. So you can see your final multiplier right here. So you see every time that goes up 1, that goes up 1. Well, a little bit more than 1 because we have a second multiplier right here. I probably shouldn't have bought that yet, but whatever. It's fine. You people are smart. Alright, so the issue is this is a very slow game, which is where Time Flux comes in. Now, we can boost the game speed up to 3 times. However, what we are instead going to do is, first off, we are going to turn off this so that we get more Time Flux. Secondly, we are going to increase our gain. Yes. And third of all, we are going to stop playing the game. Or, well, we won't stop yet. Things are pretty fast here in the beginning. I'll probably play just a little bit. And then when we get to like a slowdown point, that is when we will, once I'm finished explaining the game. That way we can play at 3 times speed at all times. Sound good, everyone? Perfect. Alright. Another very important thing is achievements. They give their own multiplier to multi-gain. I believe it's this one over here. I could be wrong. It could, maybe that, I don't remember. Or I don't know, rather. But these are very important. There's a lot of them. We can go ahead and scroll on through. Yep, that's a lot of them. And then there's secrets, which, like, explore the game's credits. Well, what do we got in the credits? Oh, okay. Neat. Check credits. That did it. Now, meet the creators. Visit the website by clicking on one of the logos. Neat. What was that? Secret. I got a secret. I also got an achievement. Oh, nice. I got an achievement for the first one. Check credits. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's fine. Boost your strategy by automation. No idea. Stick to the base. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So, you can just kind of like, hang. Oh, look at that. There's something. I don't know what that was, but. Then we have the shop. Oh, that's where you spend the achievement stuff. Now, of course, you can probably guess what I want to buy. Time Flux. Yep. But you can get skins. Maybe I'll grab a skin. Look, if y'all want me to buy a skin, let me know. I will gladly bend. What the hell is that? A dragon eye? How does that even work? Hamster retro? Wow, some of these are crazy. Okay. Man, look, I'm gonna be honest. I do not plan on paying money for this at all. I love this game, but if there was just a support the creators thing, I would do it, but I'm not interested in buying anything. Let us continue to upgrade. Let's see here, what else? Okay, we got the help. So, help, in case we ever forget what we need to do. This is something I didn't mention. When you max out a Revolutions level, you are able to ascend it. Resets its level, but multiplies the gain. I will show you that later on. Prestige. A lot of this stuff you're not going to see for a little bit, alright? Sorry, but Time Flux. So, Time Flux gain, rewarded ads. I don't really care about that. I'm not going to watch any ads. Achievements. Some achievements give you unique bonuses. That's very important. Some of them are stupidly unique, and you have to get them. You got secrets. Hold the achievement to reveal the hint. Hold the achievement. You mean hold the secret? Yeah, these don't... Yeah. Okay. Anyways, you know what? Since we... Well, actually, I'll probably save that. But maybe we will go for, like, the first prestige or something. And I know, it's... You might be wondering, how can you say this game is so addictive? It just looks really dumb. Look, I promise you. This game... I spent so much time on this game on my phone. Yes. By the way, if you did not know, this game has a mobile port. And that's what I played. And I played so much of it. Alright, we are getting on a plus 100. Oh, that's a good thing to explain. You want to know how much I get per revolution? Is this. This is what I get per revolution. So every time the red one finishes, and every time the green one finishes, I get 124 points. It does not matter. So if you're looking to maximize your score, you definitely want to go for the red. Because that'll just crank up your total points, which will allow you to buy more. Now, you also want the revolutions for the multiplier. Because without the multipliers, yeah, it's just not going to be good. So you're wondering where this point value comes from. The point value comes from 25 times 4 times 2 times 1 point whatever, times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Whatever that number is your total point value. And of course, the further on in the multiplication chain you get, the larger a difference it makes. So this one can go up forever, and it'll make slight differences. But you get like this one, makes 1 revolution, and it's a big difference. Alright, if I remember correctly, because yes, I have played this before, this game, I love this game, I will get my prestige, which is the next mechanic to come through, at 1,000. We're going to go ahead, we will slap on times 2 speed. And we will... Oh, hold on, I got something. What is this? Anti-ellipsy. Epilepsy. Sorry. Epilepsy, yeah. Get a solid circle. Plus 30... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Stop. Yeah. Let me spin some of this time flux. I did not expect to get so much of it. Alright, so since I will be I am going to be jumping back in to upgrade Time Flux occasionally. So you will see this number jump around some. Just because there's no way to pause it. It'd be great if we could pause it, but that's number 13 on achievements. Wow. So a lot of these you're just going to get as while you play. And then some of these you're going to have to actively go for. So if I'm going to go ahead and wait until I get 1,000,000 because I want to show you that one turn of this. Also, I should get an achievement for 1,000,000. I do. Unlock leaderboard. I don't care. I could not give less of a crap about a leaderboard. Alright. So, we're going to watch this cyan. I want you to watch this when it finishes. So it's about 48. It jumped up. It jumped up a good amount. I know it didn't look like it, but I promise it maybe it did. Alright, you see a progress to infinity bar down here. That is based on score. That is based on total score. You see when I buy something, it goes back down. Right now, I have to buy these individually. But that will not be the case forever. Alright. So let's look at the achievements. 0.03. Where is that 0.03? Is it here? I don't know. 0.03 multi-to-multi gain. Where is the multi-gain? I don't know. Yeah, as you can see, it's been a long time since I played this. So, I might be retreading old water right now, but I promise that we're gonna run into stuff I don't know. Alright, prestige for the first time, buy blue. Okay, so ascend to buyable. These are also mostly in order. So after I buy blue, will probably be when I can prestige. Oh, that was cyan. Oh, that's turquoise. Oh, my bad. Oops, I called turquoise cyan. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I would do that. Like, I'm just... Oh, here you go. You can see on this... The Ascension... Well, the Ascension power is going to be times 10. But the level is 82 out of 100. I have to get this to level 100 before I can ascend it. I am nowhere close to 1 billion, so... You always buy from the bottom up. Because the further on in the multiplication chain, the larger of a difference it's going to make when it finishes a rotation. And you can see the levels. Like, there is an achievement to have these levels in reverse, and that one takes some planning. Hey, we got 100 on the multiplier. Nice. Let's see here. Alright, we got... So there's also Time Warp here, which I may use at some point. But, whatchamacallit? It just instantly runs through a certain amount of time flux. Well, I say instantly, it's close. It runs at like times 10, times 30 speed. So it's very quick. This going. Now what else? Okay, so I'm almost to half a million. Let me check something real quick. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, there's my billion. Grab that. And go ahead and buy all these. But yeah, I don't know how this is so addicting, but it is. When they say video games are an addiction, this is what I believe they are talking about. Oh, another thing is this number right here, this first number, tells you how many laps a second. So Cyan currently does 0.10 laps a second, meaning it takes 10 seconds for a full lap. Red is currently at 18.4 laps a second, which means every second it does 18.4 laps. Okay. What did I get? What did I reach to get prestige? Anyways. We have two things. We have prestige exponent, and we have prestige multiplier. I do kind of want that achievement. Maybe. We'll see. Prestige exponent is this, up here. It's 1.0. So that'll go to 0.02. One thing you're going to find out is exponents are crazy. If anyone's passed high school math, which I barely did, so don't feel bad if you had some trouble, you'd know exponents cause numbers to skyrocket very quickly. So, yeah, we'll prestige at some point. Do we want to look at the leaderboard? Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Look at that. Incredible. I'm so good. Oh, my God. My name has been exposed for everyone to see. All right, so here's the thing. The prestige multiplier. That's this right here. That's kind of a big deal, honestly. Taking that from 1 to 12 times 12. But I would like to take it higher. Honestly. Man. I'd also like to ascend. Ah, there we go. Ascension. Here's the issue with Ascension. You notice how it does 20 laps a second, and that gets you a lot of points? Yeah. Well, you multiply your multiplication gain, your multiple multiplier, by 10. But you go back to level 5, which is... Who's at level 5? That's at level 9, and it does a third of a rotation a second. So you stop getting a lot of points. That is the only worry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get that prestige multiplier to times 20. I think would be a good place. You will notice it is at the end of the multiplication chain. So it's going to take all of this and multiply it again. So when we prestige, we're going to get some big numbers. But before I do that, I will ascend for the blah, blah, blah. Ascend for the achievement. I wanted to buy blue, but that's not going to happen. And then I will prestige. That is... I might get blue. No, I'm not going to get blue. I'm not even going to try. Nopers. Usually my rule of thumb for Ascension is when the next one is ascendable is when I can ascend the previous one. And even then, when we get later on, I will wait for 2 to be available. You know what? I might do blue and then just do blue and then ascend. Alright, we're about to get a number of achievements in a row. Alright, there's 500 million. We're just waiting on 1 trillion. Man, look at how large of a number this already is. That's crazy. Number get big. Number get big. Number gets so big that we need new number to get big. Alright, and that's blue. That's an achievement. Ascend, that's an achievement. Prestige, that's an achievement. Now look at this. Look how large of a number that is. Now you can see it's making a big deal. And go ahead. Yep. Oh, what is this? Oh, cool. I can now buy multiples. Which is very nice, because otherwise, well, level 100, you don't want to click this 100 times. When we get further in, it's going to be a lot of setting this to max. Actually, when we get... I won't spoil anything, but trust me, we won't be clicking these for too much longer. I promise. But yeah, now we have that multiplier and that exponent. And you can see that exponent, that 0.03, takes it from 400 to 400 to 500, almost. So it's a pretty big deal. Oh, man. Da-da-da-da-da. We will probably just go until our time flux runs out. Which we are at 10 minutes. Now, you have ×2 and ×3 speed. And, well, you have 1 times speed, normally. So ×2 means every second you spend a second of time flux to double it. But ×2, you spend 2 seconds of time flux to triple it. Also, what's up with the music? That music is way too dramatic for this kind of game. A little... I think it's a little over the top. I don't think it needs to be that dramatic. We're just making number go up. So that's going to be our next one. Make a multi go over 1,000. Reach Ascension 2. I don't know how long that's going to take. Reach 1,000. Wow. Go ahead and grab all these. You know what? We can go ahead and just set it to max. And we will just grab them as they are available. And as you can see, we are going a lot faster than we were last time. Go ahead and max that. So, here's daily rewards. Every day you earn a reward. You do not have to claim it every single day, because that would be incredibly annoying. And nobody... I mean, when I was addicted to this game, I claimed it every single day, but... Oh, also as you unlock new stuff, you can spend the currency to upgrade it. I mean, seems great, but it's really not, unfortunately. Because, like, increasing the prestige multiplier seems great until that whole mechanic just stops being relevant in a couple hours. So it's just a waste of currency. Oh, also, you will notice, why do I not have a prestige menu yet? Where's my prestige menu? That is because once you prestige once, you have to, at a minimum, get back to where you prestiged before you have the option to prestige again. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's not like, that's not a crazy thing to have to do. Oh, alright. So that first one can be ascended, but it's not a good idea to do so. Ooh. I now get 1 lap a second out of that, which is nice. I mean, so normally, like at the very beginning, the exponent doesn't really do much. It's 0.03. What good is that? Well, look at this. It's almost doubling it. Yeah, that's why the exponent's super important. Because the more score you have, the more the exponent does. So just in case you don't know how the exponent works, is it takes 3% of this. It takes 3% of 40 million and multiplies it to 40 million. So 3% of 60 million's like 2,000, 20,000? I think it's 20,000. Yeah, that sounds right. It will then multiply that 60 million by 20,000. And as the initial number gets larger, the amount that 3% of it is gets larger as well. Alright, so you can see our prestige menu has come back. Sorry, prestige window has come back. Alright, so you'll also notice the multiplier for red doesn't show decimals anymore. That's because the number's gotten large enough that the decimals don't fit. Oh, guess we'll just save up for blue. There we go. That is 0.03. It'll complete a lap every 33 seconds. Incredible. Prestige multipliers up to 25. I mean, that's not that incredible. You want to try and get fairly large jumps in between prestiges. See, what is the next thing? Multi over 1,000, maybe. Time for... Okay, so we want to prestige again. Well, I mean, we can prestige again at any point. But probably want to make it worth it. Ascension 2. Oh, like this is interesting. Buy white. That's the final color. Gives you a lap speed increase. That's good for forever. Like, that just makes the rest of the game better. So right now, okay, so that just finished. So now I can ascend red and be safe in knowing that, because now it's 1 lap a second. Now the multiplier gain is 0.11 instead of 0.01 like everyone else. Oh, purple. So I want to have enough score that I can hopefully bring that back up. Okay, now it's 6.2 laps per second. Yeah, see, like I feel like I didn't really have enough score to bring it back up to a usable amount. Which is why I usually wait on the Ascension. But as you can see, it's already back up to level 34, which is above blue. 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 Alright, you got Qua. 1 Qua, please. Alright, how's our time flux looking? Alright, so we've got 2.5 minutes of play left. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stop this play and come back. Yeah, come back when time flux has been dealt with. Has been gained. So when that runs out, I will prestige. And I will go ahead and finish off this run for now. Now, for you guys watching, you're just going to see things like move around a bit. But for me, it'll be many, many days later. Because while I'm having a whole lot of fun doing this, it's probably not that interesting to watch. I can be honest about that. I guess we'll save up for purple. Yeah, nah. It's taking a little longer than I'd really like. Yeah. We'll probably go for 100. Oh, yeah, we're under a minute. I'd like to go for 100 prestige multiplier. I think that would be good. A good place to prestige again. Also, this multiplier and this exponent, I believe, are tied together. So you'll always see the exponent go up at certain spots correlated to the prestige multiplier. All right, there's squat. Oh, blue's got some speed on it now. All right, so as you can see, now that we got purple, we just got pink and white left to go. And our time flux is going to run out any second now. Your time flux is empty. You can get more time flux if you could show an ad, buy it in the shop, or wait. I think we're going to wait. Okay, so go ahead and hit that orange ascension. All right, we're about to get a trillion. Oh, we already get over a trillion score a second. A rotation, my bad. Revolution. It's not a rotation, it's a revolution. All right? And not that kind of revolution. It's a peaceful revolution. It's a peaceful revolution full of pretty colors. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and prestige. That's close enough. I'm not really that worried about it. And then once I prestige, I'm going to go ahead and call it. All right, another achievement, double prestige. All right. You will blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's it. And welcome back to Revolution Idol. We are a few days later. I went and just collected a little bit of time flux to make things go a little bit faster. But other than that, well, as you can see, it's been a little while, so let's collect our daily rewards. We've got some resources. There's some more time flux. Oh, I could just claim all. Let's just do that. Alright. Don't want to waste your time with this, especially since the whole point of gaining all that time flux was to not waste your time. Also, just to catch you up, yeah, it's been 1 week with no time flux, and I got to log in every day because got to get things ready. So, with all that, we're going to throw this on 3 times speed, and let's play. Let's go ahead and start upgrading stuff. Now, you guys remembered that I just prestiged. However, it has been an entire week for me, so I'm remembering. I did just watch the video, so it's not that crazy. As you can see, I'm already in the millions. Because we have a prestige multiplier of 90 and a prestige exponent of 0.05, which is very good. So the issue with the reason why I do max It's because max will work even if that max is just 1. So, if it's set on 5, I can't get any of these until I can buy 5 of them. It's kind of annoying, but honestly, for the most part, until I get like really far into the game, I actually prefer just setting it on 1 and clicking it a bunch of times. It'd be nice if you could just hold it down, but it's fine. And no, I still have not spent any money on this game. And honestly, I don't plan on spending any money on this game. Although I might, because I do really love this game. I think this game is a lot of fun. It is probably my favorite idle game so far. Of course, we won't be doing that much idling because everything's on 3 times speed. But we're just going through the motions. Let's see, what is our next big objective? We want a promotion multiplier that goes over 1,000. We want to ascend red twice. That's the P. Oh, make a multi go over 1,000. Okay. And then buy white. So those are our short-term goals. I know, kind of hard to remember. It's been a little while. Trust me, the times 3, you play a completely different game. Because just imagine, if you want to try it, set the YouTube video to 0.25 speed. And that's how fast it'd be going a little bit faster than that. Nobody wants to watch that. Hey, I just hit a trillion score. Just something I may have done before. But still very nice that I did so. Alright, we now have 2 ascensions waiting for us. Once the yellow is available to ascend, I'll ascend the red. That way, we can immediately bring the red back up to a usable speed. We definitely do not want the red to be slow. Ooh, there's purple. Actually, I'm pretty sure we've gotten trillion before. But it's fine. It's still nice. And see, do we have anything on special on statistics? No, not really. Already looked at achievement, already looked at time flux. Alright, let's keep going. I want to get this yellow all the way up before I start. Actually, it's pretty much there, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh. So, along with increasing multiplier gain, it also allows another 10 levels. So, which means you can raise the speed. That's 0.20. You can raise the speed. That'll be a whole two more laps a second. So it'll go even faster at that point. Yeah. You can see that the multiplier is going up pretty much every revolution. And we have hit where we left off last time. However, we are looking to go much further. I just like the pretty colors. The pretty colors are nice. And you can watch, what is the red doing? Yeah, once you get fast enough, everything starts looking like it's going in reverse. It's a super neat thing. Well, now it's just a circle. Which is not nearly as neat. Who cares about circles? Circles are dumb. Am I right? Yeah. Of course I'm right. Alright, we have purple. Purple's super slow, but we got it. Was that really plus 0.3? Hold on. I think I got a plus 0.2 on that. I think you're a liar. Yeah, it's not actually plus 0.3. Gives me plus 0.3 and then plus 0.2. That's fine. I'm just being a whiny boy. Yeah, so as you can see, that multiplier is real far. So it makes a big difference. Oh, pink, and then we got white to go. Keep bringing that back up. What's cheap? What's cheap? You're cheap. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. We can start building that multiplier. Oh my lord. Out of my way. Out of my face. You're blocking my view. Now, the question is, I don't really want to prestige anytime soon. I don't think there's a need to. Because, honestly, this ×3 speed, it's really good. It is very good. And we have made it 5% to infinity. Wow, only... We're so close, guys. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, how can I enjoy this so much? I gotta be honest, I don't really know. But I do find... I just find it a lot of fun. Okay, we will soon have this above 1,000, giving us another achievement. Achievements are... Well, you just heard me say all this. Probably. But achievements are super important. Also, look at our prestige multiplier. Oh, there's pink. Also, you will learn a lot of, Oh, what do we get? Make a multi go over 1,000. Nice. Just a reminder. These all give a small bonus to multi-gain. Very, very important. Buy a bunch of these. Ooh, these are falling behind. Not good. Look at this 0.05 exponent. It takes it from trillions to quadrillions. It is absolutely nothing to sneeze at. How many of these? I should check and see. I don't know how many of the prior color you have to buy before you're able to... Alright, we can go ahead and hit that one. That up. Alright. What's at 3? I'm gonna guess I have to get to 5. That's 4. These are all QIs. Yep, 5. Level 5. Alright, I need... Ooh, OC Octillion. Octillion. Well, that's not... Because that's quintillion. But then I have sextillion and then sectillion. Or, sorry, septillion. I am nowhere near 1 octillion. Means it might be time to prestige soon. Decisions. Because that's a 5 down. You know what? We'll go to 1,000. We will get that to 1,000 and then we will prestige. How does that sound? I think that's the best choice. Okay, that's ready for ascension. How close is it? Okay, this is almost to its 2nd ascension. This is another thing we are going to do. It does 20 laps a second. Let's see. Just gotta keep them going. Now, I will tell you, this is the most boring part of the game, I promise. It only gets better from here. Wow, I need to boost that up. 70. Okay, that's not close to Ascension, which means I shouldn't ascend that anytime soon. What do we got up here? Oh, I'm in the sextillions now. That's good. That second ascension's gonna happen right before I prestige. Because it's gonna be super slow after I ascend it again. Yep, 1 octillion, and I am nowhere close to that. Alright, I am close to... Alright, so once that hits 1,000, I'll ascend, and then I'll prestige. And then you're going to see things go real quick. Oh, promote? What is promote? What am I saying? What is promote? I know what promote is. When you click on a promotion, it will reset your prestige, and what prestige resets? Reset your prestige and what prestige... Okay, and along with what prestige resets. But you will get a bonus from chosen promotion. Only click 1 to promote. So we've unlocked it. What? I did not mean to do that. That's not good. Okay. Crap. Alright, well, the good news is... No, that's not what I want. Where are my promotions? Hold on. Okay, let's build this up, and then I gotta take care of... I gotta look at something. I did not mean to promote. It was not time for me to promote. Oh, that sucks. Options. I want display. Where am I? No, don't hide any of them. I want to see the promotions. Okay, well, I got the multi-gain one on accident. Which, as you can see, has doubled the multi-gain for all of my things. Man, that is... Why do I have to hit prestige 5 times, but only promote once? That is... Man, that sucks. Alright. Well, no choice and no... Well, there goes a whole bunch of time. I just... Alright. I am actually going to... I'm going to edit this out. I'm going to edit this out until I hit where I was before, so I'll see you in just a second. Alright. Welcome back. That only took me about 20 minutes, which, without the ×3 speed, probably would have taken me an hour. So, as you probably figured out, you get the ability to promote once you hit 1,000 prestige multiplier. We do not want to promote. We are going to prestige again. Actually, that is going up super fast. We actually might not prestige yet. So I'm not going to make the same mistake. But what you can't see is that you have experience points. And every experience point allows you to level it up. And it tells you at the bottom how many experience points you need. So just take a look at this. I can actually explain some of this. So multi-gain multi is the multi-gain down at the bottom of this. You get +0.2 to it. Or actually, you get double. Yes, sorry, it doubles whatever's there. So this will go from... So this was 0.01, got doubled to 0.02. I ascended it, making it 0.11, which got doubled to 0.22. Now, allow me to go ahead and clean this up real quick. So now if I do this, it'll go to 0.22. It'll be doubled to 0.44. We get an achievement for double ascension. Nice. Sorry, my bad. Okay, hold on. I completely forgot. Sorry, ascension power is not plus 10, it's times 10. So 0.01 times 10 is 0.11. 0.11 times 10 is 1.1. So 1.1 gets doubled to 2.2. My bad. So I have played this before, but it has been a while. Now you might be noticing my prestige is running out of control over there. That's fine. It can run. It can run all at once. I will catch it. Alright. So now let's take another look at the promote. So now you can see we have a +2 here. We have 2 experience. Well, that's enough to raise this one more. However, it's not enough to raise this past level 1. Yeah. So this can go 1 to 2, but this can't go any... Okay, now it can't, because now we have 3, which is enough to bring it to level 2. We're not going to, because we can go way higher on our... what's supposed to be our first promote. Still can't believe I accidentally clicked it. I don't know why prestige takes 5 times to make sure you want a prestige. For promote is 1 click and you're done. Alright. That being said, our promote is absolutely running away. Is there a 10,000? Like, there's 1,000, but is there a 10,000? There's a 1 million. There's also a 1.1 exponent. How close? Ooh, I have a 1.1 exponent. So I will prestige when I hit 10,000 prestige multiplier. How does that sound? That shouldn't be too far from now. We're closing in on 10% to infinity. And I'm sure you want to know what infinity is. Well, you'll just have to watch and find out. I'm not going to tell you. I can continue going through these. Lap speed multi. So right now, everything's running at a 1-time speed. This would upgrade it to a 1.71 time speed. This is very good. This should be probably your first promotion. This is the best promotion, but this is usually the first one, because that allows you to really build these multis a lot faster. Ascension power, right now it's times 10. This would take it to times 10.87. You saw the ascension power, I talked about it earlier. Promotion power. Right now it's 1 times 1. This will take it times 1.07. This just upgrades the power of these. And with all that being said, ooh, we can grab white. Let's get that achievement. And let's prestige with 10,000 multiplier. I got 1,000 P multiplier and a 1.1 P multiplier. And now everything is multiplied by 10,000. Are we on max? We are on max. Because now things are going to go much faster. I don't know if you know this, but 10,000 is kind of a big number to be multiplying by. And a 0.11 exponent is huge. In fact, it's better than the 10,000 multiplier. I think it is. I could be wrong. So, we want at least 5 levels of promotion. Like, anything less than 5 levels of promotion, not really worth it. Now, as to how close we are, we're not that close. We're also not that far away. We'll have to see what happens with our promotion multiplier and our promotion exponent being rather high at the moment. Send that. Build it back up. So now, things are going to start moving a lot quicker. Like, we're already back up to a quadrillion. Even though it's been like, I don't know, 2 minutes since we started this run. But things are just going to get faster and faster as we go. Let's see here. Go ahead. Start bringing it up to quintillion. Probably drop it back down to 1. Grab some pink. Oh, man. Alright, we really need to be boosting these. Alright, I gotta go back to 5. These are going real quick. Send that. So with those achievements done, what's next? Get 1,000,000 prestige multiplier. And then after that, play for 5 hours. That's not going to be easy. I mean, it's going to be easy. It's just going to take a while. And I get a times 1.05 multiplier gain, which is 5 of these. Oh, wow. I'm at 5 experience points. That is what I got to before I prestiged. Now that, like the prestige multiplier, is all based on your total score. Total score is king in this game. Because everything else is dictated by it. And you will find that that is the case throughout this entire game. Now, your total score might be different occasionally. But at the end of the day, it always comes back. Alright, we are at septillion. Means we need to boost these up to septillion. Send that. That's still SX. Septillion, septillion. Septillion, septillion. Septillion, septillion. And we are not, unfortunately, we are not close to octillion yet. But we will get there so much faster than we did last time. In fact, it'll probably sneak up on us while we are upgrading. Sneaky octillion. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, that is now ready for another ascension. In fact, I'm going to hit this one. That is just a massive multi-gain. There we go. Yeah. 1 octillion is very quickly coming upon us. Alright, we now... Prestige window has come back. Get that. I don't know what part of the rainbow white is, but... I am not a... I don't know what the word... I'm gonna call it a colorographer. I don't do color very good. Is what I'm trying to say. So I am probably not the one. What was the next achievement? 1.2. Interesting. Okay. We will be getting all achievements eventually. Definitely not in this video, because there's a lot of them. A lot of them. Okay. Send that. Start building it up. Alright, we are well into the octillions. We're just going to throw this on max for now. Because things are moving too quickly for us to use anything other than max. Now, we haven't even gotten into the automation part of this game yet. That's when things get real fun. Also, they get... Well, I mean, they get fun, but... They can be a little boring to watch. But I promise you it's worth it. Oh, look at my P multiplier! Man! Alright, I am at nonillion. That is 9 Hold on. Million, billion, trillion, whatever. It's a big number. It's a very big number. Um, hmm. How many zeros is that? 1 million is 6 zeros, so a non-million should be 15 zeros? Yeah. Billion would be 7 zeros. No. No, I'm dumb. Oh my lord, I don't know. A billion would be 9 zeros. Yeah. So times 3. So 6. You have 8. Man, 24? 24? 30 zeros, maybe? I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. It's a little too much for me to figure out. Especially while I'm trying to pay attention to this. If you know how many zeros are in a non-million, don't just go look it up. Actually like figure it out. Drop it in the comments. And prove that you're smarter than me. Alright, we have hit 100,000 P multiplier. If you haven't noticed, I kind of like to prestige in multiples of 10. 10 to 100, 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000. I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to stick to this, because we are already a quarter of the way to 200,000. Well, yeah. So, I don't know... Oh, wow. Look at this. We have 42 experience. So, don't worry. We will be hitting this at some point. We want it to, like, level 10 or something before we reset with that. We don't really want it to just sit there. I don't want you to have to watch me go through what I went through when I accidentally hit the freaking... When I accidentally hit the promote button. Because that was not fun. Alright. So we are going to go ahead and prestige. Go. So we now have a multiplier of 200,000. Which, as you can see, makes things happen very quickly. Is already ready for ascension. We've already broken trillion. Seconds into this run. Send that. Now, one thing that is the worst part is that you do lose your multiplier gain at the top. Which, that multiplier gain is what allows you to brute force things. Because eventually, you will get to whatever number you are trying to get to. That. Because those multiplier gains will continue to climb indefinitely. And as long as they keep climbing, you can reach forever up. You need 1 million, you can reach 1 million. You need some number that doesn't actually exist, you'll get there eventually. Might not be fun to get there, but you'll get there eventually. Oh, yeah, I'm still waiting on getting to octillion. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Ascension twice. So where did we get to? We got 59 experience points on that last one. Enough to get us to level 5 of any of this. Like, multi-gain times 2 is whatever. Multi-gains times 12 is quite a bit. But we'll see what level we get to here with our 200,000. Because this number is going to start to get... When we introduce these, things start to get crazy. Things start to get very crazy. Send that. Don't ascend that yet. Now we can ascend it. What is the speed? 7.4? Not too bad. But yeah, if you guys have other idle games that you really want me to play, let me know. I'll have to put in more work. I will have to edit them because nobody wants to just sit here and listen to me blab while staring at a screen. However, if you do want that, please let me know in the comments. I will absolutely tailor my videos to what someone wants. If you are brave enough to put what you want in my comments, I will follow that. To a certain extent. Now, as long as it's not like, oh, I want a super edited 40-hour work video, you're not gonna get that. You can ask for it, and I'll appreciate you asking for it, but you're not gonna get it. Because there's no way. I don't have the schedule for that. I thought this would be going quite a bit faster. So the reason why it's not going nearly as fast is because we're still building these multipliers. I don't know what it was last time, but this was probably like more than 20,000. Alright, got another ascension going. We can go ahead and send this one. Alright, let's take a look. Are they pretty much all... Yeah, they're all, like, pretty much the same price. Oh, nice. That, do that, that. Okay, we are at Dectillion. Once again, very big number. I guess not that big, because we haven't had the prestige menu pop back up. Honestly, kind of surprising. There it is. I was wondering where it was. Welcome back. Now, the question is, can we continue to build to a good point? Or do we need to cut our losses and, or not cut our losses, cash in our gains and promote? Now, you can promote at any time, and it always costs the same amount of total score per promotion. Because they all start at level 0, and they can all go up. Ooh, look at that. Undecillion. Undecillion. That's 11. That's exponent of 11. Whatever you want to call it. A big number. Alright. We are going to a million P multiplier. There you go. That. Let's keep it going. Okay, we are approaching 500,000. Yeah, whatever numbers you think are really big, trust me, they are nothing. They are nothing compared to where we will get. Man, double ascension. Hit it, hit it, hit it. There we go. Alright, it's back up. Now we're at Dodecillion. I think it's Dodecillion. That's 12. We are almost to a million P multiplier. See, look. 32,000. That's almost at 10,000. I mean, white's above 10. Let's bring these up. These are way lower than they should be. I mean, of course, the question is, well, what's our promotes looking like? We can get up to level 7. Now, I don't know. I don't... This one's a good one in the future. We want this one. This is the big one. Multi-game multi is just the best. It's easily the best. Not ready to ascend yet. There's a third ascension for Red. Is there an achievement for 3 ascensions? Does not look like it. But, so right now we are just focusing on number go up. But when we, a little bit further into the game, we will be focusing on specific achievements. We have made it 13% to infinity. We are almost at 2 million. That is quite a lot, actually. How are we doing on time? We are doing pretty good on time. Probably... Let's see if we want to prestige. Alright. So I think 2 million, 2 to 3 million, depending on how far we get, would be a great place to prestige. However, we have run out of time on this episode. There will be more. With that being said, I have been Needless Rage. This is Revolution Idol, and thank you for joining me as we embark on this journey. Bye.